Hey guys, I'm James C. Carnip, and in this video I'm going to be teaching you how to cut out or mask an object in an image in Photoshop. So first what you're going to do is open the image in Photoshop, and then you're going to unlock the layer by clicking the lock on the layer panel. After that, make sure the layer is selected and then select the object in the image. There's different tools that you can use to select the object, whether it's the lasso tools, the selection tools, or the pen tool. The one that I prefer is using the pen tool because with that you can get the most accurate lining and cut from the image. So I'm just going to cut out this part. I'm going to make the selection of the object, and then I'll come back and regroup, and then we can get started with the actual tool to make the selection as crisp as possible. Once you have the object in the image selected, you're going to click up here on Select and Mask. Now within the Select and Mask, I normally use for the view mode on layers or overlay, just so I can see the differentiation between the selection and the original image. And what I'm going to do first is kind of fix up his hair a little bit. So I'm going to use the brush tool. Actually no, I'm going to use the other one. This second tool right here. And I'm just going to click over and drag over the hair. The good thing about this tool is that it knows what is part of the image or what is part of the object and what isn't. So it's really good with picking up those little tiny parts of the hair and deleting those little parts of the background. Perfect. Actually, no, I'm going to fix this over here. There you go. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these tools to kind of refine the selection a little bit, just to make it a little bit smoother. What I'm going to use, I never really use the smooth tool. I mainly use feather, contrast, and shift edge. So if you see here and you zoom in, if you increase the feather, it's going to blur out the edge of the selection. So I like to do that just a little bit, just to kind of get a little bit of that space in, a little bit of that detail in the edges. And then I'm gonna increase the contrast. Now what the contrast does is that it makes it a really sharp line. So you could tell more when you have the feather up high and you slam the contrast, it's gonna make it really sharp edge. But I'm gonna keep that feather kind of low, maybe around 2 pixels, and then really bring up that contrast so it's a sharp edge. And then I'm going to use the shift edge. So what the shift edge does is that it moves the actual edge of the selection. So I always like to put it in about 10%, 15%, depending on the selection, just to make sure I don't get any of that pieces of the background on the selection. I'm going to click OK. It's going to keep the selection, and then you're going to click the mask tool right down here. And there you go. You have a perfect mask. Super clean, super accurate, and especially with those tools you can play around with those pieces and with those sliders and try to get the best cut that you can. But as you see, it's insanely clean. A lot of the times when you don't use this tool, you're gonna get like very pixely edges. For example, like we have to zoom in so far in here to see the actual pixels. Sometimes if you just do it a regular way where you just do the object selection or a quick selection or whatever, and you do the mask, you're going to see, like, maybe even from this distance, you're going to see a lot of the pixels. You're going to see a lot of pixel clumps, and it's just not going to be as clean of a cut. So thank you guys for watching the video. Like, subscribe, share us on social media. Check out my website, jamesccarnib.com, and look forward to seeing you in the next video.